Hi guys, once again this is Alfred from Amassers.com. I'm going to get right into some fast technical analysis. I'm just going to be looking at these charts. Before I do that, right here at the top of the video, I want to shield guys. If we've helped you, please help us sub to the channel, like the videos, leave comments, and share the content. It helps guys to find the content, and if it's helpful to you, please help us to share the content with others. But I really need your help to help me share this content with a broader audience, especially as I'm transitioning and talking more about cryptocurrency. Okay, I'm going to be off my soapbox and we're going to do some accelerated learning, hopefully, and go through the charts real fast. Before I go any further, I want to mention this is not financial advice. This is just my perspective and just a little deep dive into how I look at these charts and how I read them. I don't just read charts, guys. I love fundamentals. Right now, the miners, they have this thing going on. A lot of mining pools are selling Bitcoin, and they've discovered the trick of selling Bitcoin while shorting over on BitMEX, and that's making a challenge because those two things combined is driving down the price of Bitcoin. Why on earth would they want to do that? And they're selling because they're basically playing both sides. This is starting to, that game's starting to get well known in a lot of markets. It's similar to what happened with GameStop. So we're over here on a 4-hour chart. You can see a lot of 4-hour candles. You can see we've had a real big resurgence and some guys really pushing. Now the good thing is miners can only sell so long because eventually they will deplete their supply, and the difficulty of mining Bitcoin is constantly going up, so you can only play that game so long. Hopefully, maybe we're getting to a place where you can only mine so many blocks, and we're starting to reach a place where those guys are running out, and then they'll stop shorting because there won't be a benefit to doing so. That's just a touch of fundamentals. Here on the chart, we see bullish price action. This black area from here down in that blue to here is the average swing on a week, and you can see it's the start of Tuesday as I'm recording this, and we're already pretty much getting to this average on Tuesday, not Friday. This should be, if we're here by Friday, then it'll be an average swing up on the week. If we start to get into this resistance area, then it'll be really strong bullish action for that week. Like back here, this was strong bullish action. But we're early, and I'm hoping that we're not going to cook it too fast. This is our fearmonger indicator, and you can see we're coming out of that zone, and we're entering into just above our second level here. The whole point is that this line here is coming down, and that means the fear sentiment is leaving the market, is this price action is going up. So I'm cautiously optimistic here off of that. That's a 4-hour chart. This is a 1-hour chart. You can see we stopped at that psychological number of 50K. Hey Google, stop. Trying to make sure that I don't go too long. I set myself a 5-minute timer, but I just got a few more things I want to touch on. Looking at the numbers over here, this is 60% on my little 5-day numbers here on MT4, and you can see we're already almost at this um, half deviation. And like I said in the other videos, when I see numbers like this, 60%, 56%, see the spread is so small. If we get here, I think there's a pretty good chance that we're going to keep going to one deviation. In one deviation up or one deviation down is just above what we would usually expect to see on a volatile day. So these are the easier numbers. Yesterday, you can see we got all the way to 1.5 deviation, and we kind of topped out here just before 50K. On some platforms, it may say 50K. That's that big psychological number, and some guys sold off there because it's a simple place to exit and sell off. This is the fearmonger, only we're calibrating on an hour, and you can see all through here fear bumpy but going down in the market. Again, cautiously optimistic. And also at the end of the day, you can see guys came in to buy those dips, and that's another good sign for a bullish market. That's pretty much all of the things I'm looking at when I'm looking at these charts. I start on a bigger chart, and I came down to this 1 hour chart. I like to use this to kind of give me entries, you know. One more thing I want to talk about, then I'm going to cut this video off before it gets too long. This is the low of the day, this dark red line here. And this is half deviation on this chart. When you see we're failing to make these half deviations, I like to use that early in the day to give me an idea of who's in control that day, the bulls or the bears. If we can't make it to an expected swing down, and we can't even make it halfway there with the half deviation, I infer from that the bulls are in control that day. That's a good, simple way that I found to use deviation levels in your trading or is your investing. Again, not financial advice, just doing a little quick technical analysis. Anyone that's watched a lot of my videos know blues on top, reds on bottom with these moving averages. And someone asked me, this is a 9 on an hourly chart, this is a 42 on an hourly chart. The numbers aren't as important here with Bitcoin because you just don't have all of the formalities that there is with Forex yet. But that's the moving averages there, and I just use them like that to get another inclination of my bias. Blues on top, the bias is to the upside. Reds on top, the bias is to the downside. See you guys on the next video. Once again, guys, please like, share, comment, subscribe. And if someone digs this, I'll try and do these quick technical analysis videos and talk about some fundamentals more often.